Hey everybody, this is Happy Dragon, and I've kind of upgraded a little bit of my video quality, and so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. And today we're going to be talking about just the kind of body and layout of a dragon, and yeah, so this here is kind of like a map out of a dragon's body, and you have the skull up here, and then the wings up here, and the chest with the rib cage and stuff like that, and then you have the double joint that it has like both the wings and the arms or the feet or whatever, the forearms on them. And then the single joint back here with the back legs, and then the neck. I like to make it about that size, and the tail comes around, and so this is just kind of a map out of the way it just kind of all goes together. So just a couple days ago, I made a video about how to draw dragon heads. We drew that, and yeah. So we're not going to be focusing as much on the details today as we are on just kind of the layout and how to put it all together, and so that you can be more creative and make your own scales this way, and do this that way. But I'm just going to show you how to put everything together. So I'm going to start right here, and dragons are a lot like they're a lot like horses in a lot of ways. So the head is the shape of a horse's head, almost, like that's how you start out with that. And then the body is too, except it's a little bit further, the neck is a little bit longer on a dragon. So the body is going to be one slightly bigger oval, and then one slightly smaller oval right here. And we're going to have a rib cage right here. And I like to have mine with the flat part right there, and then a diagonal part right there, because this is where the pecs are going to come in. So right here, these muscles are going to, since there's a double joint right here, the wing starts right there, and the arm starts right here. This muscle is going to kind of stretch from, like, for a normal human body, it would just kind of do this type of shape. But since it's a double joint right here, this muscle is going to kind of come around like that, and like that. I'll show you one of my drawings real fast. Right here, you can see how I had my rib cage and these muscles too, and this took me a little while to do, and I really liked it. It was a lot of fun. Anyways, though, yeah. So you can see like the ribs and the rib cage and these muscles that we're doing in right here. But the difference between this and the other one is that this guy doesn't have any arms. He just has his wings. So instead of having just this regular pectoral muscle right here, I'm gonna have like kind of branching out to another place right here, which is where the arms would come down. So that's basically what I've done right here. And then the neck is going to come around like that or something. I think I need to make the head further up and a little bit bigger. I think that's about right. So I'm just gonna kind of show you the line because we're trying to make it fluent, and we don't want the head to be like like the neck to just be straight out like that, and instead we want it to be flowing and kind of just fluent like a snake would be or something like that, because dragons are really very similar to snakes. So right here we'll have the other ribs and stuff as we come along the belly. And the shoulder is just going to be kind of like that. There's going to be one shoulder right there and one shoulder right here. And so they're going to be like that. And this is going to come down. And then the hip muscle thing will be about like that. And it will come around and go right there. So this is going to be like a really muscular guy. Yeah, so, yeah, we'll come up for the neck up to here. And it's going to end about right there. Come up. And then it's going to end start right there. Come up. And it's okay if it's messy, because sometimes you just gotta kind of find the right line before you really make it real definite. And so right here, I'm gonna make a little like layout thing. This arm is gonna come out like this. And then this leg, okay, so dragon legs, the joint will be right. The joint will be about right there. But dragon legs, they have this thing called a dog bone, and this bone kind of wraps around like that. And then the joint. So this is like one bone right here, and the joint is right here. That goes down to the heel. And alright, so I'm going to just get into a little bit of the details of the head. Zoom in a little bit. Alright, yeah. So I'm going to have that same kind of layout where it has the brow, and then the horn right here, and the beak right here, and then I'll just have it like that. And for the eye, I'll make a line right there. It's kind of hard to see. Let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, there we go. The line right there, and the eye right there. Then the horn comes out up here. Okay, so I'm going to have the other arm coming down right here. And the other leg coming down over here. And I always have a very hard time drawing the feet. That's like the very hardest part for me. So I'm just going to try it kind of different ways. On this one, I'm going to have it just kind of coming out like that. And then And of course, like everything, it's okay if it's not perfect, and you will get better at it over time. And so I think that I'm just gonna kind of let's see. There we go. I think that's gonna look pretty good. So yeah, like I said, feet are hard, and that's okay. Uh, so yeah, it's not perfect, and I'll find once I find a good way to do the feet, I will make a video about it. So I'll have to be practicing about that. And for the muscles, so the bone is going to be about right here. And for the muscles, let me zoom in a little bit again. Okay. For the muscles, there's going to be one muscle right here, so just draw an oval right here, and another one right beside it, a little bit of a smaller oval, and then just kind of smooth it out right there. Then draw a triangle right here, and right here where the rest of the arm is, there's going to be one muscle right here, and one muscle right here. So this part of the arm is going to come, and it's going to start to get thinner right here, and the back part is going to be thicker up here and get thinner up there. If that makes sense. And I'm going to have just some like wrinkle stuff until it gets to the shoulder. And I'm just going to erase all this inside. And that right now I'm just kind of just smoothing it out and defining my lines and getting them exactly where I want them to be, so that it doesn't look like some really weird muscle or anything. And I think this part needs to bulge a little bit more, like that. And right here, where, let's see. Right here, I'm going to have the bone coming up right here, having a joint right there, and the bone coming up right there. And I think that I will let's see. I'm going to have a kind of long and a little bit skinny muscle right here. And then, but it's kind of more towards the bottom joint. And then this one up here is kind of more towards the top right there. And then right here, I'm just going to have like that number. And the shoulders are going to connect to this this pectoral muscle right here. Actually, I don't like the look of that. I'm going to have the pectoral muscle connecting right there. And the shoulder is just going to come out right here. And of course you won't be able to see it. And it looks a little bit too wavy. I don't like how it's so wavy, so I'm going to kind of do that, but and like basically it has a little bit of fat right there. And that's what making it, like, it's what's kind of balancing it out. But I'm going to have this line right here to show where the muscle is. And I'm going to have it kind of do that. And then I'm going to have this line to show where the muscle is right there. And so I'm just kind of playing with it right now, seeing what works, seeing what, doesn't work, and I'm gonna move on to this now. And like down here, see, I have the this one in the front and that one in the back, and then these two at the top. Well, right here, I'm gonna have this one at the front, that one at the back, and then these two right here. And these are gonna be longer and stretchier than these, though. And they're going to go like that. Right here, there's going to be a triangle. And it doesn't look perfect, and that's alright. And I need to start to move on to the leg. I'm not going to do as much showing you about the muscles for the leg. I'm just going to kind of show you the shape. So, and this shoulder, I'm going to have it a little bit shortened right there because it looks odd to me. And then I'm going to have it a little bit taller. And I'm going to not have these connected. Instead, I'm going to have the shoulder and this connected. And And so this will the leg will come down and come back like around in that shape, and then right here I'm gonna have the curve right there, and then that going down, and then it's gonna stop about right there, right there. I'm gonna have that little kind of elbow thing right there, or kneecap, except it's backwards. And then the legs and the feet. And right here, I don't like how thin it is, so I'm going to give it a little bit of muscle. And the same right here and right here. Just kind of give it a little bit of shape and muscle. And of course up here, the kind of hip, I guess. And yeah, and now I'm going to just kind of connect these two with that line and come up with the neck. And yeah, so that's basically the setup of a dragon. The neck, I mean, not the neck, the tail will come around here. And just start to thin out as it goes. And I'm going to start doing some shading. So I'm going to have the sun come from up in this direction. And so that means that I'm going to take my eraser, and since all my lines are so messy, I'm just going to kind of run over it and eliminate all those messy lines that aren't very dark. They're just kind of finding my position. But I'm not going to press very hard at all. Alright, so now I'm going to go back and redefine and erase completely the insides of the limbs, except for those wrinkles and stuff that I had up there. Right here is going to be shaded because the sun is coming from this way, and so is right here and over here, and especially up here. The front of this will be shaded. And the chest comes through here, and the back arm we didn't really pay much attention to, so I'm just going to kind of redo it a little bit. And I'm just going to shade it in completely, especially under the body. And the body under the arm will be shaded. Well, that's about all. Thank you guys for watching. I will be coming out with some more stuff about the wings and possibly the feet if I find a good way to do that. And I've already done the head tutorial that I was telling you guys about. Yeah, I haven't had that. I haven't had the full series on it. I've done a series before on dragons, but it's not near as advanced as this one, and I've changed my method and stuff, and so I wanted to show you guys my new method, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, share, like. Thanks. Bye.